Hi, today I want to talk about solving equations in terms of another variable. I've given three equations here. The first equation is an area formula for a rectangle, the second equation is area for a triangle, and the third equation is a distance in terms of time and gravity. Each of these equations is asking you to solve for a specific variable. It's not asking you to evaluate. So in the first question, it says solve A equals BH for H. I look at the equation and I determine what is being asked. I'm being asked to solve for H. So what I need to do is I need to isolate that variable and I need to undo what's happening to it. Right now, B is being multiplied by H, and so I want to undo that multiplication by dividing both sides of the equation by B. B divided by B is 1. That leaves me with H on the right-hand side of the equation, of the equal sign, and I have A equals B on the left-hand side. And that's as far as we can go for that equation. Question 2, same idea, but in this case I have a 1/2 B. I want to divide that whole thing away. If I divide by 1/2 B on both sides of the equal sign, I get that H equals A over 1/2 B. And this is a complex fraction because I have a fraction within a fraction, and that's not ideal. So instead of dividing both sides by 1/2, I can actually multiply both sides of the equal sign by 2. So if I take A equals 1/2 base times height, and I multiply this side of the equal sign by 2 and this side of the equal sign by 2, I have 2A. Half of 2 is 1. 2A equals base times height. I divide both sides by base, and I get B divided by B is 1. So height is equal to 2 times the area divided by B. Finally, on the question number 3, I'm solving for G. I have a half on the left, t squared on the right. I can rewrite this as S equals 1/2 t squared G. So I can think of the 1/2 t squared as a coefficient for G. I want to again multiply both sides by 2 to eliminate that half fraction. So I have 2S is equal to 1/2 of 2 is 1, t squared G. Trying to get G by itself, I want to undo the multiplication, divide by t squared on both sides of the equal sign, and I get that G is equal to 2S over t squared. And now I can plug in whatever values I have for S or t squared, or A and B, and that way I know what my variables are that I'm working with. Thank you for watching.